Greetings, everyone, and before we get into the gameplay a little bit too much, I want to say it's okay to be afraid, because we're playing a little bit of fear today. Yeah, here's a fear gameplay. I got some pretty positive feedback on the last one, because it was something different. So, yeah, here it is again. First little bit's going to be super fast mode on! Just because I didn't do anything in this map. The maps are a little bit too big for 6v6, and that's what this was. So I spent about 5 minutes just wandering around trying to find some bros to shoot and getting shot at myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hear you see me picking up this laser gun thing. I think it's called the Shark. Anyway, I give a bunch of people with it and I have fun. But moving on past this, one of my subs asked me to talk about counters to Ghost, and besides just the kind of obvious camp yourself, I don't have too much. It's a perk that's pretty difficult to manage with, and here we're playing different games and we're still talking about Black Ops, but the only thing I can say is if you're dealing with Ghost rushers, Sleight of Hand Pro is a great option. Just being able to pull up that much faster gives you a little bit of an advantage. If you're dealing against camping, I would just say run low kill streaks and then run 2 low kill streaks and then run the Blackbird, because can't hide from that. But other than that, I don't have too much yet. I would look into that. I'm sure it's in a book somewhere. Probably it's probably in Wings of Redemption's Guide to Camping. So you know, I'll have to check that out from the library. And so I am going to tell a sad story about how a lot of my shit got broken, which is never a good thing. It's never a good thing when your shit gets broken, because you know it usually means someone stepped in and it gets all messy on your shoes, and it reeks to high heavens. Woo-wee. But yeah, basically we're getting a new meter in our neighborhood, which is all fine and dandy, because as Adolf Hitler once said, "Power is das Guten." So yeah, we like getting power to our house, which is always good. But excuse me, I just swallowed a lung. But yeah, so basically what happens was these dudes who were changing the shit didn't know what the fuck was going on. They indeed earned a 50 DKP minus for not knowing what the fuck to do. And pretty much what happens with a meter, from what I have been explained, I'm not an electrician, so I don't know. That guy got rocket sniped in the mouth. But what happened was, there's basically, from the meter, there's the 2 lines to each house, and at the end of each line where it connects to the meter, there's something called a hot bolt, which is where all the power is. And what happened was, the meter housing had been cracked, so they were replacing it. But when they replaced it, the dude accidentally let my neighbor's hot bolt touch our hot bolt, which sent all of the power from my neighbor's house into our house, which, as you can imagine, is a shitstorm and a half. Yes, and a half. So yeah, speaking of shitstorms, so much electricity passed through this guy, he's lucky he's not dead. But, I was assured by his boss that he had to buy a new change of pants, because he had an involuntary bowel contraction, and he done gone and shit his pants. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's what you get when you try and tell Mexicans what to do. They electrocute themselves in your house. So basically, it fried a bunch of our TV. It fried my Hauppauge, my Turtle Beach X11s, and all that good. Anything that's worth anything in our house pretty much that was plugged in got fried. It fried our oven and our dryer and all sorts of nonsense. And so yeah, but they came out today and basically said, "We're sorry. We're gonna write you a big fat check. Please don't sue." and so the check should be coming in a couple days, and I may be able, through various ways of persuasion, be able to get 2 Hapages, because I might be able to send mine back into the company and do that. So we may have a Hapage giveaway for one lucky sub, or the highest bidder. I haven't quite decided yet on how I'm going to do that. But so yeah, that's the story behind that, and that's all there is to it. But now I kind of want to bring up a lot more serious subject, and it's something that's been weighing on my heart pretty heavily for a long time, and that subject is vasectomies. First off, like what would prompt you to get a vasectomy? Like, it's basically having your nads just snipped. I mean, I know. Can't you just have the self-restraint to pull out, or just punch her in the gut, or make her use the pill? I mean, there seems like there's other alternatives than having someone take a pair of hedge trimmers to your nutsack and go about it that way. But that's kind of not what worries me. What I've always wondered, and what I want to hear from you in the comments box, which is down below the area in the video, I want to know, if you got a vasectomy, would you keep your nuts? Like would you keep them like where they are, or like where they are in a jar? Sam I am, Green Eggs and Ham. I am Dr. Seuss now, apparently. But yeah, would you keep them, or would you have, like, because like it seems like if they wouldn't work, like I don't quite know why. I mean, there are reasons just for masculine, but why would you keep them if they don't work? It'd be like having, it's kind of like your weakness, you know. You got all that now. Here's where I talked about earlier in the gameplay, where you accidentally pull up the map when trying to switch weapons. But like, it seems like that weakness, like just the getting kicked in the nads, would just be gone. Would kind of be nice, but then you also don't have balls, and so people can say that. Personally, if it was me, I would have them like taken out and put in a jar, and I would like mount them on my mantle. After, you know, of course, taking like silicone implants to make them look like they were freaking grapefruits or something. But yeah, testicles the size of grapefruits would be lovely. But I would have like my scrotum replaced with like a leather pouch, and I would have like steel, like ball bearings just put in there, like two like giant ball bearings, and that's the route I would go with that. But so yeah, that's kind of. I've also always wondered, like, what happens if they do it wrong, and like they accidentally cut like the blood supply instead of like the tubes from your epididymis, which, if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's a very fascinating thing. And like, you got like black testicle syndrome, and like they just started rotting from the inside. I think that would be like one of the worst ways to die, and one of the worst pains imaginable as a dude. And I know a lot about testicular pain, but that is a time for another commentary. And speaking of commentaries, this is going to be wrapping up. Hopefully this weekend, guys, I got in touch with a silly little Irish boy, and we're going to be doing a dual com, and that should go up Saturday on his channel, and I will provide a link video and all that lovely stuff. But and no, it's not Paul. I'm tired of listening to Paul. He sounds like he wants to kill himself in every single commentary. Hi, my name's Paul. I live in Ireland and I can't drive. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Yeah, so thanks, guys. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate my new subs. I got 2 of them. And if you guys would like this video, gives it a big thumbs up, then it would be much appreciated. And yeah, I will hope to talk to you guys later. Bye.